If you've ever had to move large heavy speakers like these Arundel 1723 towers, these weigh about 111 pounds. And so technically, yes, I could pick this up and carry it. Probably not the best idea considering I'm getting a little bit older. I'm not the 20-year-old I used to be. So that's probably not ideal, but sometimes we have to move heavy speakers or heavy subwoofers. And so in this video, I just want to share with you, number one, I want to take a look at a couple of common ways that we move heavy home theater equipment. And then by the end of the video, I want to show you basically a tip or trick that I've learned over the years that makes this so much easier and it's not going to damage the speaker. So let's look at a couple of options. Of course, one of the options is the way I was just moving it now. You can lean it on its back and just kind of walk it. A couple issues with that. Number one, that's a lot of movement to take this from here to the other side of my house in my dedicated theater room. And the other big issue is that by walking it on each one of the legs, we're putting a lot of stress on the individual legs. So we're taking 111 pounds and putting all of that pressure onto one leg at a time. And that's really not the way that this speaker is meant and wasn't designed to handle that. So over time, you can maybe possibly loosen or even damage those feet. So that's probably not the best way to do it. Another way that a lot of times we move furniture or heavy speakers are with these little furniture pads. So it's got a little squishy top, and then on the bottom is kind of like little felt. So let's see how that works with these speakers. So of course you'd place the black top facing up and then this tan portion facing down. So we'll line those up like that. Put these on the back side like that. And so if I were to try to push from the top, that's real awkward. I could take my foot, I've got socks on so I'm not going to damage the speaker. Could take my foot on the bottom and kind of push it and walk it. Okay, you could do that. It's going to take you a little bit of time. You could squat down and push to get more leverage down here. Again, that's not real ideal, especially considering I got to go to the other side of my house. But let me show you a method that I have used time and time again over the past 7 years, especially in this home, because we've got a lot of tile, as you can see here. And then over here in a lot of the rooms, living room, as well as over here in the kitchen, we've got hardwood floors. And so to me, this is the best method, whether I've got a subwoofer or whether I have a tower speaker like this. Of course, if it's boxed up, you can get a little hand truck, but I definitely would not recommend putting a hand truck on something like this, especially even if you've got a towel or some kind of pad in between it. You just run the risk of damaging your beautiful speakers, and you definitely don't want to damage something like this. So let me grab something and I'll show you what I mean. You guys know I love big sound. Well, Arundel's 1528 series has taken big to a whole new level. The Tower 8 is an absolute beast, 53 inches tall, 174 pounds, and engineered to perfection with time-aligned curved baffle. But it's not just about size, it's about the massive soundstage and clarity that these speakers deliver. Trust me, once you hear the 1528 series, there's no going back. Check out the link down in the description below. All right, so all you're going to need is, I use a large towel, so to me what has worked really well in the past is like a beach towel. Beach towels tend to be a little bit longer than your standard bath towel. So to me, they just work out a little bit better. So we're just going to lay this down in front, just like this. Kick that out of the way. So we're just going to lean it back, slide that under. Then we'll lean it forward. Now let's do it one more time. Now we've got it. So now that we've got everything, all four of the feet on here, what I normally do is I just reach down and I twist this right here. And then you can grab the top and just kind of steady it. So now when I pull, man, it makes it so easy to move throughout your house. Now I'm getting ready to finish up my review on the 1723 Arundel Towers. So that'll be coming up in the next few weeks. I'm really excited to share my final thoughts on this series. It's been a great series. I really like what Arundel is doing in the space of both 2-channel as well as home theater. Had a big series on their new 1528 series. You can definitely check that out. That's their new flagship speaker. So this is definitely kind of more on the affordable side. Even though they're not inexpensive, these are incredibly well built. Got a great sound to them, and I can't wait to share that video with you guys. Well, I would love to know in the comments, how do you prefer to move your speakers? If it's just you. Now, if you have help, that makes it even easier. You've got somebody to lift up each side. That makes it easy. But I'd love to hear if you've got any other tips and tricks that you can offer to enthusiasts like yourself on how to move heavy speakers as well as subwoofers in your home. Well, guys, I hope you have an incredible week. God bless, and I'll catch you in the next video.